My name's Dr Manrina Rhode, and I want to talk to you about setting up your own dental practice. I set up my squat practice just over 3 years ago, and there's this belief that if you open a practice, patients will come. And I think that very much depends on where you decide to base your practice and what sort of practice it is that you decide to build. If you decide to open a practice, I've heard recently that practices around Devon are thriving because there's not enough dentists for the number of patients that they have there. They don't have any NHS dentistry available, so it's all private practices that are very busy, and so apparently it's a great place to have a clinic. In central London, however, there are 280 dentists on Harley Street, on the one street, so there's lots of competition, also lots of patients, but lots of dentist options for the patients to choose between. They're spoiled for choice. If you're in a rural area where demand is great, then probably if you do open a practice, patients will come as long as that you're visible and they can see that you're there. If you're offering NHS services, probably if you open a practice, patients will come because there's a great demand for those. But if you're deciding to open a private practice, a squat, so you don't already have a list of patients in an area where there's already a high percentage of dentists, then that's not unfortunately the case so easily. I've been really fortunate in my journey, I've had a lot of hard work in my journey. I've been on the internet for just about as long as the internet has existed. And so over the years, through all the bits and bobs that I've done, the free things that I've done, the articles I've written, the lectures that I've given, the boards that I've sat on as a director of various dental organisations, through that I built up a portfolio and a presence which created an online presence, which meant that when suddenly the internet has become more important, and where is it more important than it is right now with the high use of Copilot, ChatGPT, Meta AI and similar softwares as a search engine, as opposed to Google, which really was dominating the market. So now those AIs are picking up my presence and they bring patients to me. And even before that, when I opened my clinic just over 3 years ago, the website was new. There was no Google presence. You know, if you looked up a dentist for veneers, I think we came on page 30 or something, or maybe 70. I don't know. We didn't really figure it was a feature because it was a brand new website, and Google didn't know how to pick it up. But then we worked with a company for SEO to increase our web presence, so that we would become visible. But what was fortunate for me was because I built up this personal brand online through my use of social media, so mainly through Instagram. At Dr Manrina Rhode is my page, but also, you know, over the years on other platforms, it meant that I still had an influx of patients coming into me. Something that I really enjoy through my mentorship program, and a big part of it is personal brand. So we focus on helping you to be an excellent cosmetic dentist, to build your own personal brand, and to provide a 5-star service, which is really important. If you're going to build a brand and attract the type of patients you want to see, you then want to be able to see them through the journey and make sure they're getting what it is that they've come to you for. And so that part of personal brand building is what allows you to then attract the type of clients that you want to see. You know, you want to have your own website, you want to have a social media presence, you want to be showing up online, you want to be writing blogs that come up online, you want to be saying the right things online so that you get picked up by search engines. And it's something that we really support you through in our mentorship program. But as a first step, for anyone there thinking about opening a practice, if you open, will patients come? Maybe. Depends where you're opening, depends what type of treatments you're offering. Are you offering NHS treatments? Are you in a rural area? But if you're planning on opening a private practice in a busy area, then no, they won't necessarily come. They will choose the best dentist for them. And so showing up online is how you can differentiate yourself, and then seeing that through in person and actually providing the service that you're saying you're going to provide online when the patient comes in. So you can gather those Google reviews and continue to build up your brand. That's how you do it. If you'd like more information on how we can support you, if you're planning on opening up a private squat practice, or you just like to build out your online presence so that you're ready to do that when it's time for you to do it, then please let us know and contact Laura at our academy, and we'd love to talk to you about that.